Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to do some what's in my mailbox, but I'm also going to do a haul with you. I went to a vintage shop recently and I wanted to show you guys what I got. First and foremost, I do want to say that I am sorry I have not been quite as active as I normally am. I did mention in, I'm pretty sure it was my last video, my brother is in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for a week. He has a pretty bad infection, and he is still trying to fight the infection. They have him on all kinds of antibiotics and painkillers and such like that. He had to have emergency surgery. Tuesday, he had 2 of them, and he's still in the hospital. So we're just, we're keeping our thoughts up, and he's doing well. He hasn't had a fever in a while, and the infection is still there. It's not as bad as it was. It's still there, but it's definitely taking a toll on his organs, his kidneys, and his liver. So, yeah. Anyway, that's why I haven't been on. My videos will most likely be a little sporadic until he gets released. I'm pretty much constantly on the phone, and I record on my phone. So that is one of the biggest reasons I haven't been recording, is because I'm a little preoccupied. So I do want to say that I am sorry for that. So that being said, let's get into some of the Happy Mail. It's not exactly Happy Mail. Some of them are Etsy orders, some of them are swaps, and then, like I said, I was going to go over a haul with you guys, assuming that we have good time. So this first one is going to be from Vintage Polka Dot Shop. I'm going to pull her card out here so you guys can see. This is the extra bag of goodies that she has sent me. This is not stuff that I ordered, but it was extra. But this is her card. Hope you guys can see that. Miss Emily. And she did write a note. So there's that. And I love how every time she writes me a note, she includes it on the dyed paper, which is amazing. And I love getting paper from her. It's always really great quality. It's nice crunchy feel. It's amazing. So the paper that I got from her was lined paper like this, and then she also sent me some she said the fabric tie is a sample of my Ashberg ribbon, and fabric I sell in my Etsy shop from time to time. So that's what this is, and this is really, really cool. I actually don't have anything like this, so that is amazing that I get to play with that. That's really cool. That is definitely going in my trim stash. I really, really like that, and that's just what she used to tie everything off with. So we're gonna set that aside, and look at these super teeny tiny envelopes. Isn't that just cute as can be? Like, that is awesome. I love that. So she sent me 2 of those, a couple Rolodex cards. That's very cool. Some index cards. Some larger index cards. I love the smell of her paper. It's amazing. Like, if you ever buy from her shop, and please do, it should be in the description box when I load the video. Do know that if you watch my video, like literally as soon as it goes live, this description box is typically empty because I load it from my software and I have to go in later and edit the description box. So it will be in the description box. This is really cool. I like this a lot. That is neat. Oh, and then this is some of the lined paper that she had mentioned where the lines did not bleed. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. She's got a couple of those. I'm just moving this paper around. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then some coffee dyed paper here. I love getting this stationery paper like this. This is awesome. I love this. I had a couple of those. See, those would just go so nicely in journals. I love it. Some more paper. Oh, wow, this is thick. I like this. You hear that? That's nice. And I like the splatter patterns on there. Some grid paper. Very nice. And all of this was extra. This is just extra stuff that she sent. So let's get into what I bought. So I'm gonna put this, I have a lot of stuff on my desk, so I'm gonna set it all back in here until I can get everything put away. I have so much stuff on my desk right now. So we're gonna put that over there. And then this is the stuff that I bought. Ha ha ha. Very cool. Oh, that's a really nice feel. That is interesting. Ooh, I like that. That is an interesting feel. Like, I don't know what kind of ribbon this is, but I like it. Very cool. And so these are the papers that I got. They're all like this, where they're double-sided like this. So these were composition papers that she had dyed. And I love how, like, some of them bled, but they're not disappeared, you know? You know what I mean? Ooh, that's cool. That's really neat. I like that. So there is all of that. Just gonna go through. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, very cool. But you hear the crunchy of them? Like, that's just really cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, and then the other pack is the same thing, because I got 2 packs. But as you know, with coffee dyed papers, they are going to be slightly different. Ooh, I like that. That one's black. But yeah, it's essentially, it's the same concept. It's the coffee dyed composition paper. And I like this too, because when you put it in the journals, you don't have to fold it in half like this and get like super small writing space. You can use this whole thing in the journal because it's one very large piece. So I really like that. So there is that, and you go ahead, set that aside as soon as I figure out where to put it. Like I said, my desk is very full right now. Got all kinds of craziness going on. So these are some dies. I did open it up. They came in this little package here. I did not tape the front, but I got some embossing folders because I've been playing a little bit with embossing, which is really, really neat. Let's do the rest of the mail before we get into the haul. All right, so there's this one. A couple more embossing folders came in just now. Butterfly and some floral. This one is, I believe, a swap of some sort. And this one is the 5 postcards. Oh, how pretty. I like that. That's pretty. Pulse Ferry and the Cathedral in Norwich. Very cool. This one is in Scotland. This one is in, no idea what that says. I don't even know if y'all are going to be able to read that or not, but that is really cool. I like that one. Oh, awesome. Pretty. This one's French, apparently. Very cool. Very awesome. I like that a lot. So this next one is probably postcards too. Yes. And ooh, that's nice. The Pilgrim Monument in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. This one is upside down. Vermont was where that originated. And don't know where that one originated from. Make a joyful noise. It's a harp. That's cool. The Rose Day. That's pretty. And then the note to let me know what it is. So there's that. Can put those in my little postcard envelope. There we go. And then this is another Etsy shop. Surprise, surprise, more paper. This one's from Kitten Caboodle Paper. I will say that if you order from her, she does do them to order. She does not have them pre-dyed. So if you do order from her, make sure that you know that she does them when you order from her. So it takes a little bit longer than, say, someone who has them already done. So this one took me, I want to say about a week to get the papers. And, oi, come out, wherever you are. Oh, I like that paper. It's like, it's not tissue paper, but it's different. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's very cool. No, I want to keep it. I want to keep it. Like, I don't even know how to explain what this paper is. Okay, we're just gonna do it that way. Like, it's like thicker than tissue paper. It feels almost like newsprint, like newspaper paper. Newspaper paper, does that make sense? Oh, hello. And our journal paper. Any questions, please let me know. Happy to help. Hope to see you again. Have a wonderful day. Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, how cute is that? Oh, super cute. Okay, so let's untie these. And wait, okay. Well, it's not cooperating. Oh, that's cute. She put a string through each one of the different things. And I might have to cut this anyway. Alright, but what I don't have to do is cut it right now because looky there. Haha. So, I got 3 of these packs from her, and they're just multicolored papers. So I can add a little bit of variety to the dyed papers that I put in the journals. So that's what this is. And I just, like I said, I got 2 of them. Oh, that one's nice. I like that a lot. And there's this one. That's a nice color. It's a really nice color. These are interesting colors that she's got here. And the quality of the paper seems really nice too. Like, it doesn't feel like it's fragile. Like sometimes you'll end up with some coffee dyed paper, and depending on the quality of paper that you start with will seem very fragile, at least in my instance, which is why I started buying paper, because, you know, for one, I don't have to do it, and for two, I get a variety of different types of paper because everyone's paper is different. So there is that. And again, this is from Kit and Caboodle. I don't think there's anything more than Kit and Caboodle. Kit and Caboodle paper is what this is called. And like I said, I will have these linked in the description box for easy access. Okay, and then the other one was polka dot, vintage polka dot shop is that one. So there's that. And then we get into the vintage shop items, which I get really excited for because I love vintage shops. They're amazing. I'm just trying to get everything situated so I can kind of make it go easily. Okay, so I went to a used bookstore as well, and I will tell you which ones came from where. This one was the vintage shop, and these are really cool because these are just different currencies. These are all from the Republic of Argentina. So, and I have no idea what the actual denomination value on these are. I don't even know if I said that right, but you guys see that all right? And then the backs, of course. So there's that. And then this one was cool, from Venezuela, or Venice. I think it was Venice, actually. There were just various postcards. And the copyright on this is, I have no idea. Yeah, there's not a copyright on here. I got these cards. I thought they were cute. Like I said, I've been playing with a lot of the embossing. Didn't really need the envelopes, but it came with the package. I thought those were really cool. They're just embossed cards. I paid like $1 for them. I thought those were cool. Add different texture to some journals. So there's that. This one I thought was really cool. I got this one from the used bookstore. This is in Russian. I have no idea what it says. I just know that the pages look really yummy and it's in Russian. Like, that's like my sweet spot, is I love the Russian language. Like the writing, I have no idea what it says. Don't understand it, don't speak it, can't read it, but it just looks pretty. So there's that. I found this one. I think I found this one at the vintage shop, and I got this one just because it was super cute. It says a pocket full of nonsense, and yeah, like I really don't need any more golden books. I don't know why I keep buying them, but it was too cute, so I got that. This one I got from the vintage shop as well. This one is copyright 1941, Precious Memories, and it's just a book of sheet music. So, and it's a really nice size for the sheet music, and I like the scale of the music per the size of the sheet, if that makes sense, because sometimes you'll get like ginormous sheets of sheet music, and each one of the notes are like this big. So I like this size, it's very nice. So there's that, and I'll set that this way. Got a couple of photos. They did have a lot of photos, but I only got these 3. So there's this one, a guy kind of just sitting out with his campfire by a lake or river. This one I thought was really cool, with her hat and her handbag. And then there's this one. I thought that one was really neat. He just went fishing. So there's that. And I don't have dates on them, so I'm not entirely sure how old they are. I just know they're old. Got these at the vintage shop too. Not too vintagey, but they're really cool, different kind of stationery things that I can add to journals. It's just different. So I got a couple of those. These I got from the bookstore. I got 3 different sets of these, and they are all different. I'm just going to do a quick flip through because there's a bunch of them in here. So there's this one, Wildflowers of Coastal Regions. And there's different various pictures in here that are really nice. And then in the center, you've got these little, I think it's about a 2x3 little post-it, not a post-it, but a sheet. Actually, you know what this looks like? They look like stamps. You know that film on the back of the stamp or an envelope where it's glossy? That's what this looks like. And I feel like if you wet this like with a wet sponge, I feel like this will probably stick to whatever it is you're trying to stick it to. That's really, really neat. I didn't even notice that in the shop. So there's a bunch of pictures here. And then various ones. Classical archaeology. Same thing. Stickers. Sort of. I don't know if they're stickers or not, but I got them because of the pictures on the inside. And that's really cool. I like this. And then this one is Archaeology, Old World, BC. That's cool. I like this blue paper. So there's that. This one's Cactus. Again, with the pictures on the inside. I think that's pretty neat. And I paid, so at the bookshop, it was kind of cool because anything with a little white sticker like this, anything between $1 and $5 was $1. So that was pretty cool. It's nice here. This one is Inventions in Nature. That's what this one's called. So there's that. And I got 3 sets of these. Like I said, they are all different. Here is another one here. And this stuff is all kind of like just sporadically on my desk. No rhyme or reason. Which is why I was just like, oh, some of it's from the bookstore and some of it's from not the bookstore. This one I thought was really cool. This one's Butterflies and Moths. And anyone who's been watching me for a while knows that I have this crazy obsession with butterflies. I love them. Like, I have one on my arm. I love butterflies. And then there was some pictures again. Really pretty. Look at these. Those are nice. Ooh, that one's nice. And that moth. It's called a sphinx moth. A sphinx moth. That's cool. That is one scary looking caterpillar. It's got spikes on it. Can you see that? Crazy. So yeah, there's that. And then Life in the Arctic. An white Arctic hare matches the snow is what this one says. Look at that. The snowshoe rabbit is a hare. Oop, that just came out. That's all right. Oh, how cool. I didn't even realize that. Okay. But yeah, these are just, they're really neat. Pond Life. And like I said, I mean, I got all of these for like $1. So, I mean, you can't really beat that. And that's kind of neat too. So you wouldn't think that these would necessarily be that great, but these are all signatures. Like, it's all one big signature. So you take the staples out in the middle and you can use all of these pages individually. So that's really, really cool. Like, you could use this and you could just put pictures right there, and you could journal over top of these, or, you know, whatever. There's so many different things you could do to page layouts, but that's really cool. This one is Nature's Architects. The cover of some of these are really cool. Sorry, it's just looking at the pictures, admiring the pictures. Because when I'm in the stores, I don't necessarily like go through it like in detail. I just kind of flip through it, and if anything catches my eye, I'm just like, yep, that works. Yep, that works. Which probably is a bad thing, because I have so many things. I need to like do some mass production of journals just so I can get rid of some of this stuff. Which I am working on mass producing some journals, and we will get into that in another video. I got 2 of these. These were both $1 a piece, but these are amazing. And I got 2 of them because I can't scan these. So I cannot scan these and then use them in books or journals or anything because of the copyright. So I can actually do another video to explain all like the copyright stuff, or at least what I know of it. I am definitely not going to pretend that I know everything about copyright, because I do not. But what I do know is that prior to 1923, as of this year, you can't scan these images and either sell the images as is, or scan the images and then sell whatever you used the scanned image in. At least that's to my understanding. I could be very wrong about that. That is only to my understanding. And maybe I won't do a video because I just went over it as I'm flipping through these book here. And these are shiny, but they're shiny like they're photographs. Like, it's really cool. Like, it's on photo paper. Like, just like these are shiny because they're on photo paper, these are shiny. And it's really pretty. And like I said, I got 2 of them. It was well worth the $1 for me because they are just slap full of images. And even the pages on the inside, you can still use these for your journals as well. You can use just this for a little insert into a pocket or whatever. So I got 2 of those. And those came from the bookstore. This also came from the bookstore. And I think this was the only one that I paid like $1.99 for. I don't remember why, but it was, I think because it's not a book. I don't remember. But I thought these were really cool. I just liked the color of them. And I did not pay $1.99 each. I paid $1.99 for all of them. But I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get all of this in here. So it folds out this way, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, that would really be cool in an insert. Just to have like this image in the insert would be cool. But you keep going. There's more. And you keep going. And there's more again. So essentially there's 1, 2, 3, 4 inserts in this one little packet. And basically what that does is it gives your inserts and your journals a little bit of variety. So it's not the same paper, the same texture throughout. So this is a little bit thicker. It's not nearly as thick as cardstock. It is thicker than your traditional like thin scrapbook paper. But, oh, this one's got 2. Okay. So basically I think what it is it's like planning of how to create something. Like this one is wood benches and steps. This one is wood planters. This one is a garden gazebo. This one is very large. Like I can feel the thickness on this one. And so I unfold it this way, unfold it this way, and then it unfolds again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages in here. And each page is really cool because each page you can use on its own in your journals. So that's really neat. I do like a lot how that worked out. So So there's that one. Do-it-yourself wood desk design. 5 fence plans. This one's another smaller one. But you see what I mean? Like, you could use just this, or just this, and just this, and just, like, it's really cool. Post lamp. 2, I was saying this to my husband, and for the life of me, I kept saying it wrong. 2 modular wood decks. It took me like 17 times to say that word. It's crazy. Anyway, this one's simple to build decks and accessories. So there's that. That I also got from the bookstore. This one is also the bookstore. This actually was some goodies that was in a book that I kept. So I got a gardening book for my husband and I, and this was just some extra stuff that was in the book. So I didn't pay for this necessarily for this. It was just extras. And this one as well. So I thought that would be fun. This one I think would be really fun, especially like in a cookbook or something. Ooh, or I could just do a gardening one, because that would be cool. I have enough gardening books now. So this one is the Great Smoky Mountains Wildflowers Enlarged Edition. And look at these pictures. Isn't that cool? Like, that is just really pretty. You just sit in front of your TV one day, cut all these out, and that's probably what I'm going to do while I wait for my sister-in-law to call me back. She's supposed to call me back after my brother gets done with his PT. So the infection started in his knee because he's post-Army. He medically retired out of the Army after 9 years. He had a lot of problems with his knees, you know, jumping out of planes and such. But anyway, as I'm flipping through this, I'm going to talk about that. He had surgery a few weeks back, about 5 or 6 weeks now, and I guess there was complications with the surgery or something, and he got an infection, which caused him to have the emergency surgeries this past Tuesday. And anyway, it's his knees that started the whole thing, so he's still in PT. So she's supposed to call me after he gets done with that, and so that's probably what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be sitting here cutting out all these images. Winnie the Pooh, I got this not necessarily because of the cover, but because basically when I make this golden book journal, I might have enough to make 2, I'm not sure, but when I do make it, I'm going to pick the best cover to use for the journal, use the pages from that book, and use all the other little books that I have, like this one. I've got a couple small ones, and I'm going to make ephemera pieces with the images. So yeah, this one's definitely not going to be the book I choose, but I can still use these images. Like, you could actually tear around the rest of this, make it look intentional, and use that as an ephemera piece. Tigger and Pooh. I love Pooh Bear. Like, you just can't help but like it. Oh, I am curious. If you like Winnie the Pooh, who is your favorite character from Winnie the Pooh? My favorite is Eeyore, just because he's just so cute and cuddly, and he reminds me of me. So that's my favorite. Little Mermaid. This is a duplicate. Not necessarily going to go through that. It is a duplicate for same reasons. Use the book and use the extra book for ephemera pieces. Night Before Christmas, because to the best of my knowledge, I do not have this book yet, but I do now. So there's that. Okay, so what else do I have? Oh gosh, this box. Okay, so this is the event at the I can't talk right now. The vintage shop. I'm just moving some stuff around so I can set this stack of books here on the floor beside me, so it's not too far out of the way, but it is out of the way. All right, so this was really cool. I paid like $5 or $6 for all of these each. So it wasn't $5 for all of it, but it was $5 like each, because I have more than one. So there's this one here that's got this yellow, which I think is really pretty, this yellow lace trim. I love this peach trim. It's kind of all over the place right now. And then there's a tiny bit of this blue one here, but it's a little bit longer. Oh, there's more. It just got separated out. And this one's really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to separate it out so you guys can see each one. And then there's this one here. It's upside down. Let's see. Ugh, there we go. Like that. So there's that one. So I honestly have no idea how much yardage is on each type, but there's easily 2 or 3 yards of at least the yellow one. And then if I had to guess, I would say another at least 2 or 3 yards of that one. I'd say probably about a yard and a half of that one. Same with this one, about a yard and a half. This one, there's so many pieces here. There's probably 3 or 4 yards of this one. And I love this one. I might actually do another batch of spring journals and use this peach one kind of throughout those. So there's that one. And then there's this one here. So there's this one. Again, it's a little bit longer. That one's really pretty. And I like having them white like this because you can dye them. And then there's this one here, which is a really pretty color. It's like a cream color. He's got the flowers. I think this one is different. No, that's the same. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of that one. And then there's this one here. This one is probably my favorite. That is just really cool. You could use that for spring or winter. Could you imagine that on a Christmas journal? That really deep evergreen green. Ah, oh, that is so pretty. And then this lace here. And like I said, there was a couple that were $6, and then the rest were $5. This one is really cool. So we have this super tiny trim here. Same thing, but purple here. Actually, it's not even the same thing. They're little hearts, not circles, or flowers. This one is really cool. I like this one a lot. Got this yellow here and got this neat little thing here. I will do some research and see if I can scan these images and do some printables, but these are not, I will tell you now that these will not scan. I can't scan these. For whatever reason, lace does not pick up when I try to scan the images. The solid colors like this, they might, but the lace will not. So I'll do some research and some homework on these and see if I can get those to work for you guys. This one is really cool too. This is just some smaller lace trim. Let's see where to start. This thing right here is broken, so there's this one here, which is really pretty. Then there is this one here, and then there is this one here, and then I think that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one off. Oh yeah, I will. Come off. Ah. And then there is this one here. So I thought I did really good with these. I was really pleasantly surprised when I found those. Some more trims. This is the last of the trims. Hold that. So these also will scan in fairly well. I'm not sure about this blue one, but this green one here will. I will try to make these other ones work, but if they're not gonna work, then I'm not going to do it because I don't want to give you guys like bad quality, you know what I mean? So then there's this one here. Let's see if I can pull that out. You might actually just be able to see it. There we go. And then this one here. And then this one here. This one here. And this one. I thought this one was super cool. Very unique. I like that. So that's it for the trims. I actually like how they're on this thing too, because they're already nice and organized for me. I'm just gonna kind of toss those aside. All right, so the next couple things I got were some fabrics. So I have something similar to this that I got from the estate sale, and I will show you. And when I saw that, I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, because it's like the same one that I got, but it's pink. So this is the one that I have, that I got from the estate sale. I already put it on the book, obviously, but that's the fabric that I got at the estate sale, and then this is the fabric that I found at the vintage shop. Isn't that neat? I like that. So anyway, I thought that was cool. Now I'm going to try to put this back, because I have a bunch of them stacked over here. And then this one is pretty neat. Isn't that cool? And I like the thickness of these too. Like, you can cover pretty much any book with these and just use the one layer of fabric because it's really thick. I like that. And then there's this one here. But I thought that, like, I liked these because they were different, you know, they weren't just, don't get me wrong, I like floral. I have a lot of floral. I love floral. But I liked these because they were a little bit different, you know? All right, and then this was something that I got that was a little bit different than my usual fabrics and trims. It is a chain, and I got this chain for, I think it's like $2 or $3. I don't even know how long it measures, but I can't put it all in camera. That's how big it is. So if I double it up twice, I might be able to put it in frame. Yeah. So there are these cool little chains, and then these neat little gem thingies attached to them. And what's cool is these gems, there are not the gems, but these little chain pieces, they're connected every so often with a jump ring. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little things, if you will, that you get. You just connect the jump ring, and then you've got 6 little chain pieces right here. So I thought that was pretty neat. And I can use these for various things, for like on the cover, as a dangle, in the, not the binding, but the closure. So this is the next thing I got. This is Parker Brothers Automobile Card Game. I thought it was interesting. I did not get a chance to look at this inside the shop because it was like all tied up and whatnot, and you're not supposed to open stuff up in there. But so I just got to open this once I got home. But this is pretty neat. It's like yellowed. I love, for one, it looks like it's on yellow paper. Like, I have no idea if it's actually yellow paper, but it sure does look like it. And then these are the different cards that come with it. So I like getting different types of cards because like a lot of my cards are playing cards. Like, they're cool, like on the back, but I like having something a little bit different, you know? So I got some Parker Brother Automobile game piece cards. So there's that. I paid like $3, I think, for this game. So it wasn't bad. Especially since that's a lot of cards. And I can use all of those cards in various journals. So put that there. And then the next couple things I want to show you are their books. but they're so freaking cool. So this one is Wilson's Ballroom Guide or Dancing Self-Taught. And these are all in pristine shape. Like, this book is from 1884. So the excuse me, the pages I will be scanning in. I will scan all of the pages in, because these I can reuse. These I can, once I scan them in, I'll use the originals, of course, and then I will still be able to sell the digital copies of these. But look at this font. Isn't that cool? And then I got this one just because of the layout of the pages and the fact that it was, you know, it was pre-1900 and really good shape. But look at that. Isn't that just really cool? So there's that one. And then this one is Old Monroe Street. I thought this one was cool because of the pictures and such that were in it. This one is from 1914. Look at this picture. Just that picture alone looks really cool. And same thing with this one. I can scan this in. Once I have it completely scanned in, I can sell the digitals to the pages. Even the font pages look really cool. Look at this picture. Like, I can use these pictures in the digital prints that I sell for you guys. I can scan these in and sell them directly as is, or I can alter them and put them up for digital work as well. There was one that I saw, and I love the smell of old books. Like, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but and the quality of this paper is crazy. Like, it's so good. And it's just like thick and just, it's in such good shape. I did pay more for these books. But like I said, the books are in really good shape and they predate 1900. So I can use the images, which is really cool. The images in here are just so cool. I just can't believe this book is in such good shape. Okay, so that's that one. That one's what, 1914, I think is what I said. Yeah, 1914. This one was 1884, I believe. This one is, I got this one only because the pages were cool. There's no illustrations in here to my knowledge, but it's just really cool. So there is pencil mark right here that says 1954, but this is a pre-1900 book because there's also a date written. This is 1892. And I will do some research to see when the actual publication of this book is, but these pages are just so cool. Like, the coloration on them is just really neat. Like, I'm pretty sure that is the only picture in here. And they're very fragile papers. Like, if you bend this, it'll crack. Pure and simple. Isn't that neat? Look at that eye right there. That's an eye. That is cool. So, yeah. The end pages are really cool too. See, I think this would make a cute little journal. Lost Jewel. So there's that one. And then I've got two more after this one. This one is Samantha at Saratoga. This one is from 1887. Look at this picture. Stay. That picture. Isn't that pretty? And then this one has got all kinds of images and pictures and such in it. As I flip through and don't find any. I think there's one. There's one. There's two. There's one. There's another one. That's cool. Let's see, there's all kinds of little images all over the place in this one. It's pretty. This says, "Be a man, Abram, be a man." Oh, let's see, there you go. That's cool. So there's that one. And then, I'll show you that one last. This one I got at, I think I got this one at the vintage shop too. So this one is an Armour's Farmer's Almanac from, hey, open, 1919. And again, it is in amazing shape. Like, I just can't believe that. Oh, that's the tag for the, paid $5 for this one. But again, because of the date on it, I can scan this and I can use this anytime I want. Once I scan it into my computer, I can use the originals, and then I will have the digitals forever. It's just really cool. So there's that one. And then the last one is this one. Is this the front? I don't know if this is the front. So the thingies came off. So this book is not necessarily in that great a shape, but considering the date, it's in pretty good shape. Am I upside down? Yes. So this one is a book of magazines. The Ladies' Repository from 1867. So this is the oldest book that I found, but it is so very cool. The paper is really thin and dainty and nice, and then there's articles in here because it's like, it's like a collection of a whole bunch of different magazines. I want to say there's pictures in here somewhere too. Here's a handwritten note. I don't think there's a date on this. I don't see one. It's still cool looking. There's some images. But just this paper is really cool. Like, this is like true vintage. It's crazy. That's nice. Says, what does that say? Universalist Monthly Magazine for the Home Circle. Boston, published by the Universalist Publishing House, 37 Cornhill, 1867. Like, it's just really cool. So that's it. That's what I got at the shop, well, the shops, and that's what I got in the mail last couple days. I got one of them Saturday, and then I got one of them today. It's Monday. It's probably, this video's probably gonna post either really late tonight or Tuesday. It just depends on the upload speeds of everything, because it's a longer video again, because you know I'm great at that. So anyway, it's not hit an hour yet. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. I believe I went over everything. I will have some more videos for you guys to kind of gander at and play with and whatnot, but just know that my activity is a little sporadic until my brother gets out of the hospital. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.